Hey, hey, hey. KQKC coming to you with another video. Yes, I'm talking about this coming Saturday. We got Leo Santa Cruz versus Abner Mares. Okay, we got Charlo versus Trout. Okay, no doubt Trout. Yes, sir. And that's going to be at the Staples Center. That's in California. All right. So the Charlo should feel at home. California's still out west. So anyway, same with Austin Trout. He's from actually New Mexico. And of course, who's going to be the king of Cali? All right. Remember that? What was that? Biker Boys. About guys. Larry Fishburne played in it. He was the king of Cali. As far as the #1 motorcycle rider, well, who's gonna be the #1 boxer for the king of Cali? And last time it was Leo Santa Cruz. Abner Mares, as some people pronounce it, but in Hispanic terms it's called Abner Mares. So anyway, he said he fought the wrong fight, which I agree with him, because they fighting at home. They both are Mexican. They both want to put on a show. They both literally fight for the fans. Leo Santa Cruz admitted that. But sometimes that can be your downfall. And you know what? God damn it, it was for Abner. Because he ran out of gas. I mean, soon the bell rung. And in round 1, he came out slugging non-stop. Round 2, the same thing. Round 3, still slugging. Round 4, slowing down. But he's slugging, he's slowing down slugging. And guess what? Leo Santa Cruz has that long reach, them long arms, and he was tagging him. Then, here he comes, round 6, breathing with your mouth open. Then, you know the rest. So, now, I would say that I am glad that most of these boxing channels are talking about the fight that will be coming up Saturday, PBC fight, which is June the 9th. The same day, Terrence Crawford is fighting Jeff Horn. Now, I was a little pissed off because they was covering Terrence Crawford more than it was covering this fight. Terrence Crawford just made it to 147. Yes, he did. These guys has been in their weight division for some time now. And I think this is the most important fight, and I think Showtime put on the best fights. And we all know what's going to happen to Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum and him, they're going to clash sooner or later. And I guarantee you it's going to be much sooner than later. Because they put all their money, all their backing, everything into Lomachenko. See, Terrence Crawford was the star. at 140. He was the undisputed, unified champion. He had all the belts. So once he moved up, he gave up all the belts. So he must have been killing himself too, trying to make weight. But as I showed you on the last video I did not too long ago, I didn't do it, but I posted it, and it would tell you that Terrence Crawford is across the street. You know, Earl Spence said that with the sit down with Brian Custer, Derrick James, and of course Jermell Charlo. Now, that is a good piece. You need to go see it. And it's only 18, I think 19 minutes long, but it is a great piece. And you need to understand something. Terrence Crawford days are numbered. I'm just going to be honest with you. Who knows? He might come over to Al Heyman's side. And that really would piss old Bob off. Oh, yes, it would. Because, see, Bob Arum is an old-time promoter. See, he's more of a Don King type of a promoter. Me first, you second. That's how he play his, or run his stable, or run his company. Al Heyman, show me something. Like the referees always say, Bird, hey, show me something. You got to show me something. And when they do, I guarantee you, Al Heyman would throw out them dollars. Here you go. $3 million to Errol Spence. Just to take a fight. Oh, you think that's not even the purse, I don't think. But if it is, okay, so be it. That's still $3 million, damn it. Your staff and your cornerman, everything could be taken care of with less than $1 million. And what you got to put in your pocket? Man, something for your lady and your newborn baby. And your future. So, boxing channels, you know, leave Terrence Crawford over where he's at. Alright? Over there with HBO. And let's talk about Showtime and PBC fighters. Why? Because they're the most dominant channel and company in 2018 thus far. They are putting on some goddamn good fights. Oh yeah, we ain't gonna talk about next Saturday where we got Earl Spence Jr. fighting his mandatory Carlos Ocampo. Now everybody think this is gonna be a walk in the park for Earl, but it's not. Just like with Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Morris, Leo has to be prepared for everything. Well, as the Hispanics say, Leo will be prepared. He's going to have to be prepared for everything Abner brings. Because Robert Garcia is his trainer. And he also is Mikey Garcia's brother and trainer. And I guarantee you, Abner's going to box He gonna stay on the outside because Leo Santa Cruz love an inside fight. That's his bread and butter. That's what he loved to do. But the question is, will he draw Abner into that fight? Will he draw Abner into that phone booth? Will he draw Abner back to his old ways? Only what? Time will tell. We all know the first, second round is pretty much a fill-out round. You know, what each fighter is going to bring or how they're going to bring it. Well, that's where you come in and collect that data like Floyd Mayweather used to do. Or if you're a smart fighter, you will show him something different come the third or fourth, fifth round. But you have him thinking something differently in the first round. You get what I'm saying? You got to switch it up. Because if you don't switch it up, he going to start timing your ass, and bam, that's history and points. All right? Your ass is history, and the judge is going to see them points. So, that's going to be a great fight. And I don't see why nobody wasn't talking about it. I've been talking about this fight since last week. Or the week before. I put up a video of a documentary on them. So people, that's gonna be a hell of a fight come Saturday. I hope you'll be there, right in front of the couch, in front of the TV, sitting on the couch, or sitting in a chair at the Staples Center, because that's going to be a fire fight. That's the main event. Just read my thumbnail there. Just read it. It tells you everything you need to know. And another thing, we got the co-main event. And we know who that is, right? That's Jamil and Austin Trout. Now, Trout fought the other Charlo. Now, let Austin Trout tell you he did extremely well against him. And let the Charlos tell you they kicked his ass. Well, they both are wrong. Let me put it that way. Austin Trout was getting countered every time he tried to sneak that left hand in. He would get countered with Charlo's Jamal, with Charlo left. That's right. He was getting countered. Then, sometime in the fight, he would get countered with a counter, then turn around and counter. If you can follow that, or have you seen that before? A person throw a punch, then the other opponent throw one, then he counter him, then the other fighter counter that, then he turn around and counter that one. Oh man, it's a beautiful sequence once you see it. Especially when you see it in slow motion. God damn, that's the best sequence. Boy, I like. You know, I like the changes, you know. And I like the shoe shine shit, but, you know, shoe shine is just meant to just touch them. Because you can't sit down on a punch when you shoe shining. Unless you have them against the rope and you shoe shining in slow motion. You know, like, woo, 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 woo. You know, not like da 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 da. You know, the shit Javante Davis be doing. You know. Working the pass. The one that Charlo's always teasing about. Like, what the shit is this? Just pat, 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 pat. With your two fists. Just hitting it with blah, 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 blah. What is that? That's not hitting the pad. And you know what? They're right. What, I mean, what that gonna do, really? Unless it's just, you know, to exercise your hand and arms. I don't know. You know, I'm not a boxer. I don't know. I know boxing, but I'm just not a boxer. I don't know what that does for you. But I guarantee you that Trout is on his last leg. He already finished his right leg. One of his legs. One of his legs is gone. I mean, not literally gone, but already retired. Now he's standing on another leg that's almost ready to retire too. And Jamel said he's going to be the one to retire him for good. That's quote and unquote. Now, will his ass retire? I don't know. You got some fighters just stubborn as hell. Look at Bernard Hopkins. Very awkward fighter. Not to mention a kiss ass. Not to mention all the money he made. He should have got some Botox or some shit. But I know it's not nice to talk about people. I understand. But you know, it's all in fun, you know. Like I always say, you know, we aggressive. We tell it like it is. We don't give a fuck. You know. That's what I'm trying to say. But again, Austin Trout is on his last leg. And you know what that means? That means watch out, Jermel. I know you're a technically sound fighter. Like Paulie Maggiani. I can't say that last name for shit. He always said that the Charlo brothers got the whole package. Which they do. They technically sound. They hold their ground. They jab like no other person can jab. I mean, they jab against a southpaw, against an orthodox fighter. I think I mentioned in one of my videos, maybe about 6 videos ago, 7, that I never seen no one throw a jab to a southpaw just like they throwing a jab against an orthodox fighter. But the Charlos. That's one thing. I mean, they got the whole package, but that one thing that really, really stands out, because their ass can really jab, and that's no joke. they can jab their ass off. And you know what? Ronnie Shields, I give credit to him for establishing that jab for both of those twins. Jamel and Jamal Charlo developed that jab under Ronnie Shields. Now, sure, Jamel left and went over to Derrick James. Okay, but he already established his jab. All he had to do is polish up on a lot of other skills. And who's the best to do it? Trainer of the Year, Derrick James. Derrick James showed him how to go to the body more, how to sit down on his punches more without tiring himself out, and a few other things that Ronnie Shields didn't go all the way of teaching. But you will know all that if you click on the Showtime video that I posted. And I'm going to be ready for that fight come Saturday. I'm going to be ready for that fight come next Saturday. Oh, one more thing. PBC still kicking ass. They're going to have a fight on Sunday. Yes, Alexander will be fighting. But he'll be fighting on FS1. That's Fox Station 1. So, tune in for that fight. If you're not at church praising the Lord. No, you want to be at church praising the Lord that time of day. But anyway, but those are the schedule for June. Just June. You know, just June. You got a main event, a co-main event this Saturday. Then June the 16th. No. Take that back. Then Sunday, you have a main event, co-main event. Then next Saturday, you have a main event, a co-main event in Dallas, Texas, or Frisco, Texas. And all of these fights are brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. So, with that, that's all she wrote for June. Yes, sir. And before I forget, KQKC want to get a shout out to my boy 78 Sport, because they rejected him from getting a pass, a press pass, I believe, to cover a press conference or a fight. I don't know the full story, but I know he was rejected. And that's not fair. Just because he's objective. You want someone to lie? You want someone to kiss your ass? Well, that's not going to happen with 78, and that's not going to happen with KQKC. Oh, I would love to go to a professional fight. Never been to one. But I guarantee you, if they offer me 5 tickets to go see a professional fight and sit in a third row, sit right by the ring, but they will want me bow down and do a video on whoever they guy is and praise him and this and that when I know it's not true. Now, I would have to do all that to get those 5 tickets, huh? Much as I want to go to a professional fight, but right now I can't afford it. But I will not, I repeat, I will not lower my standards. And I will do what's right by me, by my family, by my channel, KQKC. That stands for something. In due time, with enough subscribers, you will find out. And I honor that name and channel. And I'm not going to bow down and lie for nobody to go to a fight. And that's all I got to say about that. But I'm going to tell you, this is going to be an explosive fight Saturday. Watch and see. Matter of fact, this type of fight, or this type of fight that's going to be put on Saturday, I believe the co-main event might be just as bad as the main event. Or, this would be really ironic if both of them are explosive. I'm expecting them to do very, very well in the numbers. Better than Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn, which they keep on saying, oh, he beat Manny Pacquiao and this and that. Pacquiao is through. That's why he got a new team and everything, this and that. I don't know why he just won't hang it up. You know, and I really do believe. I'm sorry, Manny Pacquiao fans. I'm not going to call you that other name. That's very disrespectful. And it's disrespectful to a lot of other innocent people. But Manny Pacquiao fans, I'm sorry, but I really believe he was taking something. And yes, I believe Floyd was right when they showed a clip of him saying, look how big his head got. Just under a year. And how he can jump 3, 2, all these weight classes and be dominant. Then he fight Floyd and lied about his shoulder. But see, when you lie, you got to follow that lie through. So who knows? He probably had a surgery done just for the hell of it. Or did he have surgery? Or was it just a what they call it, not a photo op, but you know how they make things look like they really happen. It's called Photoshop. That's the name of it. But I guarantee you, these 4, Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares, Austin, No Doubt Trout, Jermell, Iron Man, Charlo, Lions Only, I guarantee you, these guys are clean fighters, and they gonna give you the best show they can. Now, remember, I am KQKC. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to hear some more of my rant or information or news, man, hit that notification bell. Every time I do one, you're gonna know. And on your way out, hit that like button. And with that, I definitely got to see you on the next one. Peace.